yeah, just type in the chat a number yes, or just let me know yes, you can see and you can hear me, you can see the screen. Oh, fantastic. I bet you guys are excited as I am. You know what, I haven't done, this is my first simulation in a long time. So in a while actually. Right. Okay, so feel free to unmute yourself, use the annotation tool. You should be, if you don't know how to use the annotation tool, just if you, on the screen where you can actually see on the top, there should be this, I don't know, toolbar. It should say annotate. Feel free to draw, unmute yourself and draw something and be like, what about, you know, just ask me questions basically. This is going to be, this is interactive, informal, but at the same time, we want to obviously focus as much as possible. So I'm going to freestyle this and there's going to be winners, there's going to be losers. The winning trades, we're obviously going to try and manage them and get squeeze as much risk reward from them. I'm also going to try and do some hedging in case, so I may be buying and selling at the same time. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. Yeah, just feel free to unmute yourself at any moment. So I've opted for, chose, was it okay, so this is 2015. So the data starts from July 2015, and I've given myself a little bit of data. I've got until we're currently August, yeah, August 2015. All right, so let's kick it off then. So let's have a look at the, I'm actually gonna just stick to the H4 time frame. I'm also gonna use the 1 hour and the 15 minute in order to give me direction, so direction of trend. And it's we're going to focus on a couple of key concepts, which are part of the, or generally is part of smart money concepts, really. And these concepts are, where is it? I wrote it down here somewhere. So there's three core concepts. There's market structure, point of interest, and liquidity. So that's exactly what we're going to be focusing on. And we're going to be looking for, with the Aussie, it's really good for the boomerangs, 3 aces, and we want it to be in confluence with Quasimodo. And of course, for entry and stop losses, we're using banker blocks, we're using bank levels, we're using imbalances. And of course, we're looking out for equal highs, equal lows. So Aussie is practically our bread and butter. So so yeah, let's kick it off. Let's see what we've got here. Right. So as you guys can see, we're in a downtrend. And so we'll likely be looking for some pullbacks. So I've got this this right here. There's a potential sort of channel forming. It's not that clean. So let's press play. Oh, that's a bit loud. I'm gonna just turn my volume down a bit. Cool. Just want to make sure I'm on the correct mic. Yeah, all good. Okay, so we're looking for, we've got clear some equal lows here. Can I start drawing? Let's see, where are the drawing? Oh, here we go, a rectangle. Right, so we've got some equal lows here. Oh, the color is horrendous. Let's change these colors. The fill color, let's go for gray. Yeah, okay. I guess we can deal with that. Any lighter grays. Oh, that's hot. That's even worse. Okay, it's not really. Let's go for a darker, so it blends in the background, I guess. Okay, I like this one. Cool. So we've got some equal lows. They've been taken out. Got quite a big spike here. So what? Let's see, 20. Do you know what? Simulations are quite difficult, and I'll tell you why. Because we can't really see when there's fundamental data, and we can't see what day of the week it is. And then the day of the week is actually quite important. So we have to take these sort of things with a pinch of salt. So just giving you the heads up on that. So just having a play around with this pattern, just seeing if there's any sort of yeah. So we've got this big impulsive move to the downside. We've got these equal lows here, but this drop hasn't really breached past this low. So we could start moving sideways here. So for now, let's see if we get this compression coming up high, because there's this block here where price has reacted to, but as you can see, it's not a strong reaction. So I'm anticipating for this block to get taken out. So we could potentially, should this high be taken out, then we could potentially be looking for a move higher. So I'll probably look for some. I'll probably look for shorts once these equal highs have been taken out. So let's speed this up. Let's go for 5-minute candles. So I've speeded it up, and every candle, every movement that you see here is 5 minutes. So if I were to go into the 5-minute time frame, you can see it's really quick, right? So just so that we can get more trades, I'm going to go back to the H4 just to get an idea of direction, because right now we're kind of moving sideways, but I would preferably like to see these lows get taken out. So let's continue. Yeah, this high is really important. Let's just keep going. Waiting for this high to get taken out, or these lows. We've got relatively equal lows here now. Here we go. So let's see what happens. Here we go. Nice. Got a bit of a chart pattern forming here. So let's slow this down a little bit. there is it's hard to tell if there's no pattern here. So let's continue to wait. I'll check the chat. If there's any questions so far, feel free to unmute yourself. Like I said, feel free to unmute yourself, annotate, and let me know if you've got any potential ideas. Okay, so we're getting a reaction from this. So let's get rid of that. Can you guys see that reaction here from this third tap? It's quite interesting. So if we go over to this lower time frames, price seems to be moving. We might get a counter trend trade. So if we get a strong break of structure here, let's see if I can. How do I do the shortcut to rectangle? I don't know. All right, so you see these equal highs here. I'd like to see those get taken out. Okay, we're accumulating. There was a potential. Here we go. I'm starting to see something here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right. So it looks like we're. Let me delete this one. Okay, we've got a potential 3 aces in play. So we might actually get a potential trade to the upside. This is a counter trend trade. It's very risky. So let's wait to see what happens. We've got a bit of a Wyckoff as well, accumulation. I want to see a little bit of sign of strength. I want to see these highs get taken out. Dom, your question is, it didn't quite tap. Yes, that potentially it didn't quite tap. You're right. Now, during the simulation, the data is not fully reliable. It's you know, it's so we're gonna have to, I'm gonna take this as a tap, to be honest. So I'm gonna take that as a tap, just because there's also another third type here. So I'm gonna take this as a 3 aces. There is a weak breaker structure here. So there's potential for an accumulation pattern happening. So let's see how this develops. Let's see. Price has reacted from this this banker block here because it broke this. So it would be nice to see a follow through. I want to see these highs that get taken out to consider any longs. Let's keep going. Yeah, these equal highs are holding. All right, so it's not the strongest of breaks. Here we go. We're seeing some action now. Okay, so these equal lows, I really don't like them, to be honest. We're obviously stuck on a range here. We briefly pushed up here within this this banker block. So let's zoom out. Let me just get an idea of what we're seeing here. Right, okay. Compression. Bam, all the way down. It's testing this low. This is a very risky trade, but if we go down to the 5 minute, I would say this right here, where we capitulated lower on the 5 minute, I would say we have a break of structure. Yeah. So let's trade it. Let's find a trade on the 5 minute, based on this break of structure. So let's draw a line. Let's draw a trend line. So this is the break of structure that I'm pointing to. We've got price now firmly closed above and showing some sign of strength up here. So this would have been a very nice a nice block to trade. Yeah, and this one down here will probably be another one. So let's trade this one on the 1 minute. Yeah, we could potentially, let's go back to the 5 minute. Let's find, do I like this one? Back, okay, and then that one. Okay, so let's map this whole block out. We did actually break it. It did get broken. But let's, oh, look at this beautiful level. Very nice. 0 points. Yeah, this is a big institutional level. So this is, we can see that this accumulation has been going on for, yeah, for about 48 hours or so. Looks like institutions are taking profits from the shorts, and they're rebalancing. This is the beginning of the month as well. So we're coming up, will be NFP as well. This might actually be NFP, who knows? So I'm actually, the fact that price has gone down, yeah, this is making me a little bit bullish. So let's place an order. Let's put a buy limit here. Buy limit. And then we'll put our stops below. Oh, I really don't like these equal lows, to be honest. There might be potential liquidity pool here. It's a bit risky, that one. Let's go for this one. Let's go for this one down here, because we've got these equal lows and price loves to just take a jab down here. So let's do that. Let's place a limit order at 69. Let's go for 1% risk. Stop loss below these equal lows. Remember, they were looking at M5, so it's about 25 pips. And TP, let's go for these highs here. So TP, actually, let's split this one into 2 trades, and let's put the take profit over here for now. Right, so we're looking for, it's about, okay, it's about 5R. There's a question here. If it wicks through your banker block like that, does it make it void, or could you still wait for a break of structure and then re-enter on the banker block that broke the structure? Could you unmute yourself and just annotate on the chart? Just let me know what you mean. Just wanna make sure. Can't hear you. Did you unmute yourself? You can't unmute. Oh, maybe there's a setting that I need to change. Hold on. Allow participants. Oh yeah, there you go. You can unmute yourself now.
Okay. You had that gray box a little higher to start off with.
This one.
And then, No, to the right of that.
This one.
Yes, and then remember you said it just wicked through it. So if you just get that little wick that goes through, does that mean that banker block is no more or is now void, and you just got to move on to the next trade, or can you still wait for the break of structure and then a retest?
I would say it significantly weakened this block. It significantly weakened it. So I wouldn't trust it. I would rather wait. That's why I decided to go for the one below, because it's also they also engineered equal lows. So this engineering of equal lows, which is just a pip or two above the psychological level, it just kind of shows me that they're intending to take price lower.
Okay.
And looking at the time as well, we're deep in the Asian session, so we're going to come up to the European Open very soon. So yeah, I'm expecting for price to really drop. So yeah, let's adjust this. So we've got it just above, just within the banker block here. So I've done, yeah, so there's that's probably lowered the risk slightly. So now stop loss is about 8 pips. Target is around 7 pips. That's about 10R right there. So yeah, let's see what the reaction is here. And maybe on the 1 minute, we can re-enter and scale in for the full risk. So let's press play. So we're coming up to, we're still in the Asian session. So right now, this is the Asia low. So I want to see that Asia low get mitigated. I like this compression. Okay, you see that? So that Asia low got mitigated, and it's just missed our order by about 3 or 4 pips. So let's just wait, because we might actually potentially be seeing a pattern play out. We might get this this tap right here. Let's see. Let's slow it down a bit. So we got, it's not too quick. Sometimes you're trading and you think, why did I move my entry? That would have been a nice entry, right? Okay. So now this is the London Open. All of this volatility we're seeing is London Open. Asia session has been taken out. So the fact that the Asia low was taken out and price quickly moved higher, it kind of signifies to me that we should have been in this trade. Literally, it missed it by like 3 pips or so. We should be in this trade. Usually when you do a banker block, your entry should, you got the halfway level. You want to have it at like Diego has it 1.5 pips above. So 1.5 pips above would have been there. So let's, just to give you perspective, that's let's see. Hold on. 9192. Okay, yeah. So it would have been about, yeah, might have missed it anyway. That would have, that sucks big time. So let's continue. Let's see what happens during London. We haven't got any clear structure break, and we haven't got this this trade is not looking. Oh, hold on a minute. We might be seeing we might be seeing another pattern play out here. So if we go to the 1 minute time frame, we might be seeing another potential block here. Yeah, we are. All right, you guys see that? So on the 1 minute, we have a nice breaker structure, and then we've got price returning lower back towards it. And now we're getting another breaker structure here on the 1 minute. So we could actually enter this trade on the 1 minute. So maybe I'll cancel this. I'll cancel this one and we'll start again. Cancel, delete pending order. Okay. And let's get in on this trade here. So on the 1 minute. Okay. Buy limit, we want to do 0.5% risk. Stop loss, we want to put it down here. We're wrong, we're wrong. We just reassess. And the TP, it was about, I think it was 70, 60, wasn't it? Let's see. Place order. So let's just do here this was a 3 aces. So this was it H4 3 aces counter. So okay, let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, come on. Here we go. All right, so we're in the trade now. Oh, wow. Let's head over back to the 5 minute. So that, as you can see, that was a really nice sniper entry. Let's see what the current position, let's slow it down a little bit. So let's go down to the 1 minute. So let that play out. So we can see here, that was a 5.88 lots trade. Okay, hold on. It's about to hit TP. We're up about 3% on that on a 100K account. So because it was 0.5% risk, this is actually a 6R trade. To be honest, I would have preferred to be in this trade already for 0.5% at this entry. And then this would have been the scaled in entry to have full risk on this position. So it's a good start. It's a good start. I'm not going to complain, but just to give you guys an understanding with simulated trading, yeah, it's let's look at this trade properly in the 1 minute. So can everyone understand? Just type in a yes or a no if you understood this entire trade. And if you didn't, let me know which part you don't understand. In the meantime, I'm going to break it down for you guys. So we had a breakout of this range lower. We're trending lower. And I spotted a potential pattern here, potential descending structure, where I saw a 1, 2, 3, or we can see a 1, 2, 3 tap, but it wasn't the greatest of third taps. But what really convinced me with this particular setup was this here. These equal lows. Actually, I'll count this as part of those equal lows. These equal lows were taken out. But the compression nature of this really caught my eye. So that's why when I saw this this 3 aces set up, I was like, right, we need to monitor to get a clear breaker structure. And so what I then done, where this is the 1 hour, we've gone from the H4 down to the H1, and now let's go on to the 15-minute. So on the 15-minute time frame, okay, so no one said anything in the chat, no one's on muting, so everyone understands. Wait, hold on, Troy, what makes it 3 aces? I can only see 2 trend lines. Good, very good question. I guess this is what makes it a 3 aces is we need a bank level here. We need liquidity, right? And that's not present because we don't have the data. So that's a great question. And so I'm kind of like I kind of traded this half blind. So it wasn't a clear 3 aces. So that's why we didn't take this trade. In fact, we waited for confirmation, right? So that's why we go on about confirmation as much as possible. Okay, another question. Are the 3 aces the H4 third tap, the compression, and the bank level on M1? No, so the 3 aces is this one right here. This is the 3 aces is the setup. And now we wait for the entry, right? So the confirmation entry. The confirmation entry came in as a breaker structure retest into a banker block, but we tried to get in. We tried to get in here on this move here, which we didn't. We missed it by like 3 pips. But then we got in. I decided to get in on the M1 because I can see I could see the compression, and it just looked like high probability because this entire schematic here is a Wyckoff schematic. I can recognize it very well, and on top of all of that, we have a strong psychological level at 0.7. So after a very strong decline of about 200 pips, you're bound to get profit taking at this level. So this is a counter trend trade, guys. Right, another question. And is the confirmation the break of structure and the return to point of interest? Yes, Dom, it is. So let me go through that right now. So we had the 3 aces. Now we wait for confirmation. It wasn't that clear for me on the 15 minutes, so I decided to go on the M5. So the M5, let's break it down. Here we had the capitulation, which was which then, but this was the high, the lower high that caused this lower low. Now, when this was breached, this was a sign of strength in this move, and the fact that price came back down and they engineered it so that it retested the origin right here, and this move, as we can see, I didn't mention this, but the nature of this impulse had 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 5-wave impulse indicated to me, and the fact that it took out these equal highs, it indicated to me that there's cause and effect, right? There's intention behind this move, this accumulation. And so what the what Wyckoff calls a composite operator or smart money, what they're doing now is they are accumulating at these prices. So now we want to look for point of interest. And so I mapped this one out, and I had placed an order. This was there was a potential pattern here in play as a confluence. And I like this pattern because there was a 3-wave. Can you see the 3? So we have 5-wave impulse and then 3-wave correction. I love to see that. That's exactly what you want to see. You want to see price compressing in a 3-wave nature into your liquidity. So the liquidity is the point of interest. That's where the smart money orders are. That's where retail stops are. And remember this equal lows that I pointed out? Retail would have been using that. So we missed this entry by a couple of pips, fine. But then we got I was expecting the pullback into this one. So that's when we decided to go down to the M1. So on the M1, I saw this, this was of course a low. And so we had a breaker structure here, we had breaker structure here, we had breaker structure here. As you can see, price did climb above. This is, I did mention that this was the European London Open. So we're going to see the volatility kick in. And yeah, this was the entry that we should have got in on. But because of the way, because it moved so quickly and I was fast forwarding, didn't give me the, I didn't pause it in time to catch it. So yeah, just bearing this in mind when you're simulating, you wanna maintain, yeah, you wanna keep this, you wanna control how fast it goes, and you wanna every candle, you wanna control that as well so that you don't miss a move. Like we missed a move here. So what I decided to do is go for the retest. So it was really quick. I don't expect you guys to be as quick as I am, but as you can see, we have a breaker structure here. So this breaker structure, this, you could class this one as a breaker structure. But then there was a very subtle one right here, very subtle. Okay. And so it was at around this point where I decided, right, let's take this trade on the M1. So what this, even though I missed this trade here, you can always make it up if you're watching the charts. If you're really active, you don't really need to trade on the M1. As you can see, you would have had enough time in real life. You would have had enough time, but because this is simulation and or if you're day trading, if you miss a trade, but you have clear direction, you have the confirmation, you have everything, you can actually wait for another confirmation on the M1 just so you don't, just so you can get in. And yeah, we got in. This was, I couldn't really ask for a better entry here. So let's break down this M1 entry because I did it really quickly. I don't know if you guys picked up on what banker block I used and why. Sorry, let's go. Right. You guys see that? Just type a yes in the chat. Fantastic. Okay, so this was the initial point of interest on this breaker structure here. This was, yeah, so entry was halfway through that. I did it really quickly, but we've got some equal lows as well here. And we should have got triggered in this one right here, but it missed it by like a whisker. So we could have had another opportunity to get in here. So there was plenty of opportunity to scale in. I did 0.5% risk. And instead of using this, you could have used this, what do you call it? You could have used this as your stop loss, but I wanted to play it a little bit safer. And I was really happy with, let's call it 9 pips stop loss. Very happy with that. And if you guys can see, my entry was also based on this on this liquidity here, right? And if we zoom out, that was the extreme point of interest from this entire impulse wave. So for me, this was this for me was a very important liquidity pool right here. We've got, remember the equal lows, liquidity pool right there, very nice. And if we zoom in very, very clearly, there's also an imbalance in here. Very nice imbalance. Oh, and another little thing, another tip for you guys. When you get a psychological level like this, retail traders tend to place their stops about 20 pips, sometimes even 40 pips, up to 40 pips. So when price is reaching down towards these sorts of psychological levels, when you see these type of wicks, right, that's a clear sign that smart money is absorbing the they're absorbing the supply, right? Because retail is selling, some banks are selling, and so they're absorbing all of that supply. And any traders that are trying to get in on this trade with a tight stop loss, yeah, they would have got liquidated. Because if you look at this, you know, a lot of traders would have got caught out here. Here they would have seen this as an opportunity to go long, liquidated. They would have seen this going long, and they would have placed their entries on break even. And what happens? Bam, liquidated. A break even entry is still liquidity for smart money. Just bear that in mind. So those are a couple of quick tips. So let's see. Well, that should hit our target. Actually, you know what? Let's leave this one running. And I'm going to bank some profits here instead. I don't want to close this position because I could use this position as a hedge. Right, so let's map this out properly. Okay. All right, so we got a couple of potential trend lines here in play. Yeah, so I would like to take profit here instead of closing out the entire trade. And there's a lot of liquidity here. Okay, cool. I like this one. So let's aim for there, and let's set a target. Yeah, well, I'm going to be taking profits at this trend line and at this trend line. And I'll be taking profits around this trend line as well. So there'll be several places to actually TP, and also several places we can potentially go short. Because remember, we're still on the downtrend. So let's have a look to see where there's potential blocks. So I want to TP here. There's an imbalance here, and there's a nice banker block here. So we'll TP there. Let's go down to the H1. Yeah, yeah, right here, right. You guys see that banker block? That's a nice TP. Yeah, this is a potential pattern, guys. Just spotted it. Do you see how we're constantly updating patterns? Oh dear, I missed that one. Can you guys see that third tap? 1, 2, 3. It's not an accident, guys. maybe I did see it subconsciously. Did anyone else pick that this third tap up on the 15-minute? Insane, right? Insane how that works. Okay. Yeah. You know when you're a trader, you get excited with these things, right? Okay, so let's get ready to bank some profit. So I'm just gonna manually go forward. So let's manually go forward. Oh my God. That is a deep pullback. Very deep. What did it react from? See, just when you want to bank some profits, this happens. Okay, we've got, let's see if this banker block holds. We're close. Yeah, well. Okay, looks like oh, it's gonna go all the way back to our entry point. Man, that was a really good profit. That was around 6R, wasn't it? Just when I wanted to take some profit. Right, this is a good example, guys. Another good example. Bank profits. Even sometimes I have a TP just below this buy side liquidity, just in case this happens. This happens to be this has happened to me a lot. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing that we didn't actually get our profit, but price didn't actually react. So let's keep going. We're gonna just have to hodl. Oh my God, one of those situations. After all of that, what was that is the reality of trading, guys. It's not all sunshine and roses. Yeah, not all sunshine and roses. Okay, so we're gonna have to start again. We're gonna have to yeah, just clean up the chart a little bit. What's the time? How long we've been going for? Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Not bad. So you had 2 options there. You could have done what I done and just hodled, or you could have placed the entry on break even and just wait for another opportunity. I reckon the sensible idea would have been to, yeah, place a stop on break even just because of these equal lows. And obviously we got these equal lows as well. But now we've got these equal highs. So now we've got these equal highs, okay? So there's always going to be another trade, but that was 6R at its peak. Definitely should have backed some profits, but you see, when with simulations, man, it happens so quickly. Oh, it happens. It happens. Right. Where are we? It's just checking Discord quickly. Okay, Discord's all good. All right. So let's press play. Let's see how price progresses. We've still got somewhat of a block here. We've still got somewhat of a block here, so we could potentially still get a reaction. So if we pause it, let's go down onto the 5-minute. Let's see what happens here. No, that's completely been taken out. Bam. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's reassess what the situation is. Now we have to wait for more confirmation. So this may be the 3rd type that we were looking for in the first place. All right, let's wait. So any questions so far? Any comments? Imagine that we've been in this call for close to an hour, and we've only just taken one trade. So that should give you guys an idea of just what it takes. There's a lot of yeah, you need a lot of time for this. All right, so okay, let's see what the reaction is at this level. I want to see what the reaction is at this trend line. Oh, excuse me. You know what? We might actually have an opportunity here. Let me pause it. So we've got, clearly the trend is down. We might have an opportunity to go short at this level, at this block. Just if you have a look at that momentum candle, and price has stalled way below this level. So we're looking at the 30-minute. Let's go down to the 15-minute. These equal lows have been taken out, and there's quite a lot of bodies below that. So we might actually have an opportunity around this this bank block here. So let's see if we have a setup. Okay, so there's potential for that trend line to get hit. There's also potential for this one. Probably liking this one a bit more. And price has gone all the way down to 69.60. Okay. Yeah, usually when price drops below a psychological level, it does it by 40 pips. So I would like to see something here. So let's go down to the lower time frames. I would like to potentially take a boomerang trade. Here we go. Let's do this one. Okay. Let's see if we get a boomerang. I want to see. Let's see if we get some sort of channel or wedge. Can you guys start to see what I'm attempting to anticipate? Yeah. So I'm essentially anticipating for price to continue lower within this descending structure, this descending wedge, at the same time considering the fact that we're in this huge H4 descending channel. We might actually get a boomerang to down here to these levels around 69. It's a shame that I don't have enough data, but it looks as though we're going to get yeah, it looks as though this descending structure looks as though we're going to get a big move down. So now we're just playing, now we're going to trade in line with the trend, which is going to give us a little bit more of a higher probability. So let's go down to the 5-minute. Let's press play. Let's see what we get. Okay, we're going into the US session, London Open, 6 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna just place a limit order in case we do get it. So we'll do half risk, stop loss. Here we go. And this one is a M15 boomerang. Half risk. Then I'll do full risk should we get a confirmation. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Yeah, one. Okay. Pattern starting to play out slightly. We might be seeing this actually might be the pattern. Can you see that compression higher? So we might, this is what I like to see. I like to see this compression. Okay, so we're gonna have to update slightly. Here we go. Okay, we're coming up to lunchtime, UK time. So this is just before the US Open. I'm really liking this compression, guys. So now we're in boomerang territory. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, hold on a minute. What just happened? That's crazy. Wow. Okay. I was looking for something like this, to be honest, but not that. That's a crazy sniper entry. So this entry was based on this block, as you can see. Based on this volatility now, yeah, I want to be taking profits at these lows, definitely. Okay, so we've got, let's just update this, what we're seeing, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, okay. Looks like we're now seeing a boomerang, so I'll be looking for buys down here somewhere. So I want to look for confirmation, break a structure, retest, confirmation, a QM, something, or even a boomerang of this. But I'm going to be using this short as a hedge. But because of the volatility of what we're seeing right now on the 15-minute, I'm going to bank some profits, which is the mistake that I made previously. I didn't bank profits before. Right, so close part of position. And I want to take half out. So let's take out 2 point. Let's take out a little bit over half of the trade out. Here we go. So profits have been banked. We can move stop loss over to break even. So what was this risk reward? That was about 15 pips. 3R. That was about 3R, guys. Okay. I need to slow this down. This is too quick. Right. So now we've got this. Now we've got the boomerang in play. Now I want to go over to the 1 minute time frame. I'm going to slow this down, and I want to see now. I want to try and see how I can go long. I'm going to bank a little bit more profit here, actually. Yeah. What price are we at? Yeah, this is let's bank a little bit more profit. Close part of the position. Yeah. So let's do quarter of a lot. Okay. Got a question here. So for this entry, we had 1 compression, 2 banker block, 3 higher time frame trend line. Yes, correct, Dom. Exactly what we had. This was a boomerang setup. So let's go back to, do you remember it was this one? Yeah. This was the descending pattern I was looking at, and it was into this high time frame. Yeah, so this was exactly what we were looking for. Okay. Let's press, let's go down to 1 minute. Let's see if we get anything to go long. Let's go a little bit more. Okay. What's the time? We're coming up to the US Open now. Right. So what do we see so far? This is if we go that, this is the M1 time frame. So I can actually see, can you guys see that high low? That's a breaker structure, guys, right there. Okay. I'm going to close this position. I'm going to close a little bit more profit. I'm going to close half of this. And I'm going to use this short as a hedge. So half of this would be about 0.5%. It would be about yeah, I'll do another quarter of a lot. Nice. So I'm showing you guys that I'm using the M1 for both entries and exits. And if we go over to this M1, man, this was really quick, wasn't it? But you can actually see here there was a bit of a boomerang. You see that? 1, 2, 3. So this is yeah, this is a good place to actually potentially look for longs for a counter trend trade. So I'm going to hold on to this up here. I'm going to move it to break even, this short, and now I'm going to look for a long. Okay, so we're on the M1 right now. So what was the what was the block that was responsible for this breaker structure here? It was this one, wasn't it? Right here. And how many pips is that? It's about 10 pips. Okay. And price is now testing this block right here. So did we get another breaker structure? Did price sustain itself above? Okay, I'm just looking at this banker block to see if there's an actual entry here. I think there is. So I'm gonna take a position here. I'm gonna take a market order because I don't want to miss this, because we're literally at the US Open. Yeah, this is a US Open, so I don't want to miss this one. So how do I? Where's the orders? New market order. Let's do 0.5% again. And let's wait for a confirmation entry. This time we want to buy. Stop loss, we want to, it's 12 pips. So let's make it 13.5 pips. TP, I'm not going to set a TP right now. And this one is a H4 counter. Remember, trend is down, guys. So H4 counter trade. I need to zoom out. This was a boomerang. That's it. I think it was like a H1 boomerang, wasn't it? Okay, so let's buy it. Now, I'm going to just fast forward with just manually. And I want to wait for this. We're in the trade now, guys. If this is a successful trade, I want to re-enter on confirmation. It's looking good so far. Hopefully we don't get a spring and we get stopped out. Okay. Oh my God. We're going to get stopped, isn't it? Okay, we got stopped. Right. So now we continue to look for an entry, but now you know why I decided to hold this trade at the top. Just see how this hedge at the top, this hedge at the top is currently floating just under 0.5% on this account, right? I just got stopped out for 0.5%. So that loss is now covered. So this is the point I wanted to make in this example, just to give you guys an idea of trade management with the BLT. So you don't want to fully close a position in case this happens, because you want to be doing buys and sells. You want to be hedging all the time. And this is an advanced trade management technique, because I can actually close this right now, which covers what I'm doing. So let's excuse me. We're still in boomerang territory, so we're gonna have to wait for another break of structure. I still want to go long. I still want to counter trend trade this. So let's wait for a clear break of structure. Where is the structure now? This one. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go down to M1. Let's press play. Remember, we want these highs to get taken out. So I'm not going to close that short at these levels, because I'm using it as a hedge in case I get stopped out again and price moves lower. Okay, we're coming up to the close, London close. We're not likely going to get a trade. We might get it in during Asia. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we're coming up to, we still haven't got a break of structure. So break of structure, I want to see this right here. I want to see confirmation. Otherwise, I'm still short. It's all good. Okay. That was the close. New York close. You see that gap. So yeah, we don't want to be taking trades around these times. Let's wait an hour. In about an hour, we're gonna get the Asia session. Here we go. There you go, guys. You see that? Right, 5 minute. Okay. We got this yeah, this looks like an accumulation on the 1 minute. This was the New York close, but now we've got this this move that has broken this. Is this the new low? Yes, you see that? So this is the breaker structure I was looking for, and we've got the candle closes above that. So let's map this out. So this is the breaker structure, right? This one here. So where is the origin for that? Let's look for the banker block. Do I like this one? No. Do I like this one? Yes, I like this one. Do you guys like this one? You see what I've done there? So this block here includes this high low and this this lower high and this higher low. You see that? So this actually could be a potential long right here of about stop is about 10 pips, but because it's so close to here, I would rather, yeah, because this is a counter trend trade, I'd rather actually wait, these are equal lows. So nah, let's be aggressive on this. We've got a little bit of profit to play with. Let's see, what are we? Net profit, we're 1.2% up. So yeah, let's play around with the profit. So instead of risking another 0.5%, yeah, actually I would risk 0.5%, but because this is a counter trend trade, I might risk a little bit less. I'll risk the profit. Oh, sorry, what's the account balance on? 1.6 actually, sorry, it's 1.6 net profit. Oh yeah, because it's commission, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh my God, if only I had that other trade, that would have really covered us nicely. Okay, yeah, let's do 0.25% on this trade. But it's going to be an aggressive entry. Buy limit. Very aggressive. Tight stop loss. There we go. Love it. I haven't put the, I could put the entry actually a little bit tighter. Just want to make sure I get triggered, you know. Okay, let's just leave it there. And stop loss. Yeah, that's good. So it's 10 pips. All right, so TP on this one, because it's a counter, I want to be taking profits around, I definitely want to be taking profits around here. So let's see, how many pips is this? 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these highs. I want to take some profits around here. Okay, so keep that. This right here, I want to take profits for 5R right there. Okay, so limit is placed. Let's press play. See what happens. Come on. Come on. Oh, so close to the entry. Ah, it happened again. Unbelievable. All right, we might get in. Oh man, that was so close. Yeah, this is the problem with being a sniper. You get these situations where it misses your entry by a whisker. I'm really liking this though. I might actually take another. I'm going to take an entry here. We should be in this trade. We should be in it, to be honest. So I'm going to treat this as if we're scaling in. So let's go back to the M1. Look, we got this breaker structure. We've got another breaker structure. So now let's look for some banker blocks down here. Let's look for some patterns. You see that? Okay, so we might actually get an entry. This, yeah, this would have been a nice entry right there. This one, not so much. I love this. I love this one. This is a beautiful, beautiful place to enter. So let's do that. I'm going to do a market order just in case, because we're literally 3 pips away. I'll do a market order. I don't want to miss it. So orders, new market order. We'll do 0.25% risk. Buy, stop loss right here. Couple pips below. And this one's this is a M1 3 aces. Okay, let's see if you guys can see the 3 aces. You guys see that? This is what I'm trading now. Actually, hold on. Oh, it actually could come lower. Could actually come lower. Okay, I see. Here we go. So we got 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. If we get stopped out on this one, fine. We've got this one down here to cover us. Okay, let's press play, see what happens. Okay. Let's go out to the 5-minute. Let's see what's going on. Oh, it looks like we're going to get triggered into this one. All right, let's see what happens. Stick to the plan. Oh, okay, we're in. We got stopped out. Plan A, plan B has been triggered. We're now in the London Open. Okay, and so let's see if there's an opportunity to scale in. Okay, there might be actually. There's a breaker structure here. So let's use this block to enter. So there's rinse and repeat, guys. Rinse and repeat. I'm just going to do this quickly because we're running out of time. Never really thought about holding my positions as a hedge. May have to consider that moving forward. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Dom. It's a really good risk management or trade management tool. 0.25% stop loss, banker block right here. It's another 10 pips. Yeah, bam, bam, bam. M1 retest. M1 boss retest. Let's go. Come on. Triggered. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I was holding my breath for that one. Oh wow. Oh, almost got stopped out. Okay, so now we got 3 positions on. We've got this short, and we've got we're 0.5% into this trade now. Let's see if we get any more opportunities to scale in. Let's slow it down a little bit. See that imbalance? There's an imbalance there. All right, and let's not forget our TP. Right, TP is around this one, yeah. So keep this 15, we're about 15 pips away. wait, hold on. That's 10 pips. 5R was about, oh, it's about here actually. Okay, let's I want to be taking profits around this mid-level. So let's speed this up a little bit. Either we're going to get stopped or we're going to bank some profits. This is going to be the last trade, guys. I don't want to take too much of your time. I can see potential. Okay. All right. There's a bit of a pattern forming here. Got some equal lows that might get taken out, and it's going to fill this imbalance. You see that liquidity pool right there, guys? You see how they're engineering these equal lows, and then there's this liquidity pool. I'm gonna place a limit right here in the middle of that, and another 1/4%. Stop loss down here. This will be a little bit wider. So this one's M5 equal lows, liquidity pool place. Let's keep going. That was a trigger. And are we going to hold? Bam, boomerang. So this was this was an actual fair tap right there. Potential. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah. Let's keep going. So now this is the we're coming up to this is the London close. Yeah. So yeah, this is a very low volume. There's very low volume here now. There's a lot of compression. Yeah, this is a bit of a difficult one. Let's keep monitoring it. I've been really aggressive on this one, as you can see. We're almost at a full risk. Let's zoom out so we get a better idea of where we're at. Yeah, there's not much going on right now. We just have to, yeah. It's the time of day, really. Okay. I guess we're gonna just stick with the plan, but I am okay. This is the New York. Yeah, this is the New York close. Oh, this is the time when the spreads are crazy. So I probably would have closed this trade, to be honest with you guys, if it was like because of the New York close, and then I would have waited until the spread is back to normal, because we might actually get stopped out. I forgot about the rollover, spread rollover. So let's just forward this and see what happens. We got quite lucky there. We are back in the channel, I want to be taking profits. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's zoom out. I want to be taking profits at around this trend line. Oh, wait. Pause it. Wow. Okay. So we're currently floating almost 3%. And can you see we're above this lower high? So now we're in profit taking territory. So we want to be taking profits here. We have a very strong impulsive move. What time is it? This is the beginning of the of Asia. It's a bit, oh, okay, here we go. So we might actually, this might be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, I want to be taking profits around now. So let's start closing off some of these trades. Remember, this is a counter trend trade, so I don't want to be too aggressive on the long. So let's start closing up. Let's bank some profits on this lower entry here at the 6,920. Where is that one? Here, this one. This one's about 1% up. So I'm going to close about 1%. That was risking. Remember, guys, that was a 0.25% risk, and we're at 1%. So this one entry is up 5R. Beautiful. I'm gonna bank. I'm gonna close it all. I'm gonna bank 5R on that 0.25% trade. Lovely, lovely. So how many lots was that? How many lots did I just close? That was let's call it 2.5 lots. And we've got another about 4 lots. So that was about 5, 6 lots. I've just closed 2.5. Okay. Let's see what happens next. Actually, I'm going to click space. So I want to. Oh, do you see why you see why banking profits is so important, guys? Look at that. I like this. You see that breaker structure of all of this? Look at that breaker structure. You see that banker block? We could have actually taken a trade there, but I'm happy with what the risk that we have right now. This looks like a correction. It's moving sideways. I love it. I'm going to hold. I'm going to actually move one of these. I'm going to move these positions, just one of them, the bottom one on break even. Which one is it? It's the bottom one. This one. Modify order. Stop loss. Break even. Yes, about there. There we go. Modify. Done. Let's keep going. Lovely. You see that? Right. That's nice. I'm going to bank some profits. This is yeah, that was the entry. Close part. I'll close half of that. Actually, a bit more than that. I'll close 1.77 lots. Profit banked. And this is the London Open. So let's see what happens. Are we going to get? We're probably going to get. I want to see this is a strong impulse higher. I want to see that short get taken out. If that short gets taken out, we're likely going to see a big. Yeah, we're going to see. This is a breaker structure. So then we start looking for longs, and we can have a shift in trend on the 15-minute. If we go into the H1, yeah, that will be a shift in trend on all lower time frames. H4, and it will be it won't. Yeah, it will actually be. Yeah, it will be. Oh, here we go. We're missing the action. How much profit is that? Okay, we're up about 2%. I'm really liking this momentum. So guys, I'm going to finish the simulation right here, and then we're going to continue it another time. So I'm going to stop the test because I'm just tested stop. Please click start to resume. Okay. So unmute yourselves, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. this has been a really, really powerful session. I'm so glad I got that on video.